Welcome everybody to this special stream from the RBN. Today we'll be doing the RBAA GameSet 2 Mock Draft. So we have,
I'm
I'm here, aschlemmer, with my co-host.
car mushroom too.
And so we have the previous mock draft here, and we will have all of that on here as we go. But let's just start off with our number one. Who do we think is going to go first, Carm?
Well, to start off, I think I'm trying to find the guy. Zeus, I think definitely is someone to consider for that number one spot because it may have been his first game, but he also hit 2 home runs, which is the first time any player has ever done that.
Yeah.
And for what he has regarding outfield, he has 2 on-target outs. And he may have shown up to one game, but overall, it is the leading stat among all players.
Yeah, the others that I would consider for number one pick would be Plasma Shark from last round, PK, Herbie, and yeah, just Herbie, PK, and Plasma Shark are the other three that I
Yeah,
would consider for the number one.
yeah.
So,
I think I'm gonna stick with the Zeus because unlike Kirby, Zeus also has 6, but 2 home runs,
okay.
and uh, the others have been strong candidates, but have not matched up to his bat power. So I think he goes number one there.
Okay, so a new man on the list, it is Zeus Mystery of the Bakersfield Biscuits. So let's go look back. So the other three we said were whom?
Uh, um, a
PK.
Plasma Shark and PKM and Herbie, but
Herbie.
I think
Herbie
that's
is
second.
okay. So we got Plasma with the great outfielding. He does have an error, and he does have a couple infield outs, and he also had some pitching. Um, Considering he's the more all-around player, I think we got to go with Plasma Shark.
Yeah, I think Plasma would definitely stay at the number 2 spot just because he is more versatile as he's proved so far.
So he will go down one spot. And
And it's his RB.
he is on what team?
I got it.
He's on
River City Reavers.
River City. Okay. So next we got Herbie and PK. I think the next choice has to be Herbie.
Yeah, I mean, he does have one game, but he did astounding in the outfield. I think it was the record getting 8, 8, throws from the outfield with 8 on target outs from the outfield. I think that's a single game record, if I recall.
Herbie
Because of
1921 in the number 3 overall pick slot here.
And what team is he from?
I believe
The
he's
Colts.
on the Colts, yes.
Yeah. Number 4, I think it's gonna stay with
PK.
Pokemon there.
Yeah. So he's going to stay the same.
Yes. I'm gonna get this name. Yeah.
He is on, I believe.
I got it. He's on the Lynchburg
He's on
Wildcats.
Okay. So let's see who else we have.
So then
Big
last
names.
week
Okay.
last week we had Mavis on the loose at 5th. But
They didn't.
what do you think?
Okay, so let's just look. Crappuccino is a 5-star that we have not listed because they didn't show to this round's game. But 5s and 4s that I think we should be in contention is Crappuccino, Mavis, Ace,
A cool
Foxconn,
boy.
Doogie Osses, Star, Dre, and Robert. And then
What about Hydra?
Hydra Slash. Okay. I don't think Hydra Slash should be that high up. They
Yeah.
performed well, but not amazing. I think we
Yeah.
should look elsewhere for number 5.
I think Crappuccino should. I mean, he may have shown to one game, but just because he didn't show to one game, I don't think it should hurt his stock that badly, considering, Zeus only showed to one game
Yeah.
and Herbie showed to one game.
So they were what, third? Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
And they were on River City.
Yes.
Okay. So who? Now on to the 4 stars. We got Mavis, a cool boy, Ace07, Foxconn, Doog, and Star, Dre, Robert, and Hydra.
I think this spot is going to go to Dre. I mean, he was our top. He was number 2 last week. And all things considered, I mean,
his batting is not the greatest, and we haven't seen anything from him in the outfield. But his pitching, he still stood up and he threw 12 Ks in 4.6 innings and only allowed 1 run. He leads the league in ERA, I'm sure. Still, I don't.
Yeah.
Did we do the leaderboard yet?
No, but we'll do that after.
Okay, but yeah, I think we should. Just for his pitching, Dre should go up to number 6.
Yeah, and I mean, still on top of that, like he may be 4 for 10 or whatever, but he's let me double check. He's still very similar to batting ability to Ace and a cool boy, no, not a cool boy. His on base percentage is .818, but regardless, his pitching is definitely something that's going to be a valuable asset to any team that picks him up.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, we have 28 viewers right now.
Oh my God, Ash! I think that might be the most views you've ever had on your stream.
I'm pretty sure that's the most viewers I've ever had at once on a stream. That's good to see that we have people excited to see the mock draft as it goes up. That's like an entire school classroom. All right. Who's next? So we got that. Now the more 4 stars. Let's see. Somebody I think we need to look at soon is Star. Not sure if it's their turn yet, but that's somebody who's definitely up there.
Well, let me review
my personal next pick has to be. I think my next pick is going to be Doog.
I would disagree.
Really?
Because, he may have done well, in like batting in some areas, but I can pull up today's game because I still have that for sure.
Okay.
And let me grab it. Dude was 2 for 4, but he also let up. His ERA was at 5. I mean, that's higher than Heroes. I would not say that he is one of the top pitchers, and he hasn't really done much in that outfield. I think his real main thing is just batting, but I feel like with all things considered, when you're looking at Rock Valley, they're definitely going to want someone that can be dynamic for them.
Okay, so who do you think?
I honestly feel like a cool boy could definitely be a serious pick here. I know he doesn't have a lot of outfield, but he did record 11 Ks in his last game, which he leads the league in KIP, which is Ks per inning. And on top of that, he has an on-base percentage of .818, which is certainly one of the highest in the league. So, that's a huge display that he has the ability to watch the pitches and make valid decisions on his execution.
Okay. I guess that's possible. You could go with that, I suppose. So that means the number 7 pick is going to a cool boy.
714. Where was he last week?
I'm not
he wasn't
sure
even ranked.
On the list. Yeah, he's new.
Definitely. A lot of new entries this week, to say the least.
Yeah. So we got 4 stars are Mavis, Ace, Foxconn, Doog, the 3 guys from Concord, and Hydra.
For the Bullets, last week they had Dugiosis in that position. We definitely have to keep in mind, Mavis on the loose, Ace, Allen Iverson. Yeah, you know what? I honestly think Allen Iverson should definitely be somewhere. Uh,
He's only got
somewhere high because hear me out here. He may be 2 for 5, but he had one at bat in his first game. But in the last game that he had, he was batting at .500, and the 2 hits he did get were both home runs and led in 6 RBIs.
that could be considering both of his hits are home runs. I feel like that could be just a fluke, and we should lower him down in his stock because of that. I think the next people we should be looking at are Foxconn, ASO7, Mavis, and like maybe even Star. I think okay. Star, if they had more outfielding, they would definitely be way higher than they are, but I think they should be in maybe this pick or the next one.
Yeah. Um. Well, we got to think about Bullets. Bullets is a solid team so far, which is a team that is going to look for support. You know, they have a good central core, but outside of that, it can be iffy in terms of their like two stars and 1 stars.
Yeah.
So
I think just due to the fact that they've gone on base 70%, 70 almost 75% of the time, I think we got to give the number 8 slot to Star
yeah,
with their crazy number 1356. They are on Concord. They were where last week? They were number 9. So they've gone up one pick, a singular pick.
congrats to them on moving up.
Okay. So now I think we got to look at Doog. He only allowed
Yeah,
4 earned runs. He may have lost his game, but he's still batting 600, and he
yeah,
does
his
have the good
batting is
pitching
still
stats.
good.
Yeah, I think
Um,
we gotta put Dugan number 8 or number 9.
yeah, because I mean he also didn't get the field, but we do know that his fielding is solid for the most part. I mean, he might have 2 on-target saves, but if I recall, he wasn't even in center field last time.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So
So Doog and Star flip flop for the number 8 and number 9. What team is he on? He's on Monterey.
last week we had Hyperfinchy from River City Reavers in the number 10 spot. I don't know if that's going to stay the same this
Yeah,
week because Hyperfinchy.
we have some more names that we still need to put
Yeah.
on.
In my opinion, I think this should really go to Hydra Slash because
Wait,
he's batting point.
Have we gotten Foxconn on there yet?
No, but here's the argument that I would make against Foxconn and put Hydra Slash over is that Foxconn may be 4 for 9. Is 4 for 9. No home runs. He's batting .444. His on base percentage is .5. While Hydra Slash is 3 for 6 with a batting average of .5 and an on base percentage of .5 with 1 home run. And then if you want to look at their pitching stats, Hydra's WHIP is 1.5. His ERA is 2.5, and his KIP is 1.3. If you look at Foxconn is sitting with a 2.57 WHIP, 6.43 ERA, and 1.14 KIP. I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we could go with that. So yeah, hit Hydra there and then do um Foxconn.
Did he make it last week? No, he was not.
Foxconn goes up from 14th. An improvement for him.
This is also the first. No, never mind. I was about to say this could be the first Newport player to make it onto the mock draft, but Brian Cruz sat 16th last week.
Gotcha. Foxconn is on which team?
Foxconn is on the Mariachi, I believe. I
No,
will
I think
double
he's on the
check that.
Biscuits. Yeah, he's on the Biscuits.
Yeah, he's on the Biscuits. My bad. All right, let's see what other 4 stars we haven't done.
We have Robert Kirkman on
Robert Kirkman.
and then we have ASO
Yeah,
7. Did we do ASO 7?
no.
Okay, Robert Kirkman, Mavis on Loose, and ASO 7 are the 4 stars that we haven't hit yet.
All right, here I remember that you were talking about Mavis on the loose last week would fit in well with Charlotte. So I feel like, you know, if you're able to get him this late, I feel like Charlotte would definitely still try and go for him.
Potentially.
Unless you feel another way about that.
No, I mean, did they? I don't think Mavis played. Oh, they played. Yes, still batting. Good outfielding. No pitching. Yeah, I would put Mavis on Charlotte. I would pick him.
And he was fifth last week.
Yeah, number 5.
Hold on, you gotta get the copy.
They're on River City. Foxconn is on Biscuits.
Yeah, Mavis on the loose is on River City, so I can get that for you.
Then, who else did we have? We had ASO7 and Robert Kirkman. I think Robert Kirkman would fit more with Ohio, personally.
I mean, yeah, I feel like Ohio is more interesting just trying to find
hitters.
Yeah, hitters, and I also
Robert
I don't want
is
to
a
say
a new find in this draft.
Yeah, I also don't want to say that like Ace is immature, but I feel like Robert would be more mature to fit in their scheme. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Robert is on. Ace is on River City. Robert is on. I don't know. Concord. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think this is going to be the second week in a row where River City has the most mock draft players.
Yep. I believe that's all of our 4-stars as well.
Yeah.
So let's see. Who of the 3-stars do we think holds the most future? I think something has to be said. We have Hyper Finchy, Allen Iverson, and Hyro are 3 very good. Oh, and Imperious Delta, maybe even Joshua Martin are some good 3-stars in there.
Or
Oh, wait. Joshua Martin. Oh, Joshua Martin has to be the next pick.
Yeah.
We were on the verge of ranking him a 4-star, but we didn't due to his lack of pitching. So I think Joshua Martin has to be our 15th pick.
And I definitely feel like Imperious Delta could follow suit. Because Imperious Delta is a strong pitcher for sure. And, you know, when you're looking at Suns, they definitely are a team that could use a pitcher when a guy like Imperious Delta is going to be falling to the 16th pick.
Yeah. Joshua is on Lynchburg. And Imperious is on... What pick? Imperious was 7th last week. So both of these guys are on Lynchburg. So, yeah, I believe that is all. Oh, we have to do the fall-offs now. I feel like we're going to need more.
Well, first I'll look at the old one, and you just tell me if they're still on, okay? So I know that everybody from the first round is still on. Star is still on, right? Yeah.
Star, yes.
Hyper Finchy is not on.
What pick were they?
He was the 10th.
What team?
River City Reavers. Next we have Hero V4, who's on Monterey and was the 11th pick.
Hiro is definitely somebody that I feel like is going to make a resurgence onto this list.
For sure. I mean, it was more of just like an off week for him. For Monterey, I mean, Monterey definitely had an off week as a whole. And, you know, there's still 8 games left to play, so there's still a lot of time left for him to resurge. Simply Cole, who was 13th, and on Lynchburg Wildcats.
Yep.
Gohan, who is also known as Xmas. I just did Gohan parenthesis Xmas because he changed his name and I needed to know who it was.
That was 15th?
Yeah, yeah, he was 15th, Monterey Mariachi. And then you have Brian Cruz, 30, who's on Newport and was the 16th pick.
Is that all of them?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Yep, and this will be...
I believe that is everything. I'm sure we could make a couple small adjustments, but as for right now, this is our final round 2
Well,
mock draft.
hold on.
Congratulations.
Someone said like X-Men batted amazing. He may have, but he also got ejected today, and he's 2 for 6
Who's
with
X?
no other stats. So
Amazing is not 2 for 6. Amazing
yeah,
is batting 500 or above.
yeah,
It's not enough there to put him on this list, at least not yet.
yeah. I mean, but for everybody still watching, if you're concerned or something, this is just week 2. There's still 8 more game sets to go.
Mm-hmm.
There's still a lot more time to have these positions change. Like Imperious Delta was the 7th pick last week, and now he's sitting at 16. Like that just shows how volatile this really is, and anybody can shoot up anywhere until
Definitely.
things really start to become more concrete in like game sets 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like we have 5 new guys on this board. I feel like that's the highest number we'll have, especially since we have a new guy at the number 1 pick. I feel like that's not going to happen again.
Yeah, and on top of that, there were a lot of guys who couldn't make the last game, but now when you're looking at the roster, it seems like just about everybody has at least one game.
Yeah. Well, um, I don't think I have anything else for you guys. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you appreciated our mock draft. Be sure to like the stream and subscribe to the RBN to be notified of our new game streams and to be updated on all of our podcasts and everything else. I'm looking to have an RBAA season podcast coming up soon, maybe in the next couple days or so, but we will keep you all updated on that. But be sure to like, subscribe, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you all for watching,
May
and
God
we'll be
bless
back
you.
soon.
Yes, sir.